Hi everyone, and welcome to this unboxing video for Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon. Now, this is still in the shipping box because, well, as much as I opened it a little bit enough just to find out, this is done by Awaken Realms, the same people who did Nemesis. And if you've seen my unboxing video for the core game, there was a surprise in that as well. Now, I think I only have the core game in here, and if I have more than that, I'll just stop and do that for another video. But one thing at a time. In fact, let me get this out of my way and just grab the surprise box, which it's actually called. So there will probably be things that are hinting towards other games. My guess is something of Aetherfield or the yet to be started Kickstarter, which starts tomorrow at the time of recording this, The Great Wall. Still don't know how I feel about that one. Like the theme, just don't know if I want to like the gameplay. Also, it's already got ISS Vanguard on the back, so that's something. But like the Nemesis one was a hint towards Aetherfields. That was the deck of cards. Normal 52 Hoyle style cards, but all in artistic design of fitting that game. And in Nemesis, this is also where the campaign book was. Alright, so we've got an art book for ISS Vanguard, which the art book for Tainted Grail, that was also in the Nemesis one. So let's take a quick look at this. So it's not really a surprise the box exists, it's just what's in it is the surprise. Ooh. So, clearly some concept work. For the most part, although it might be telling a little bit of a story there in the process. Yeah, this looks like almost all concept work, although some of it is gorgeous. Space jellyfish? Then there's some more artistic stuff with some blurbs, although I believe that's for a different game entirely. Let's see if there's anything significant on the first couple pages, which I skipped. Long-ass quote, but otherwise, basic explanation of the game, by looks of it. Cool. There's that. Then we've got Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon, Almanac of Avalon. Oh wow, this is just a bunch of entries of various things in the world. Oh, that's always really nice. This is the kind of stuff that I love to be able to draw inspiration from. Child eating an arm! Children weirdness. But, yeah. A lot of, basically, sketches. It seems more setting appropriate. And then a sealed envelope. This is likely a thank you note, along with instructions on how to replace things that might be broken. Yeah, dear backer thank you note. And, yeah, it's exactly the same, except I'm guessing the context is entirely different. Not gonna take the time to read that right now. I'm a slow reader. Put that away nicely. I still actually need to remember to ask for replacement parts for Nemesis. I still have a melty face, although it wasn't too bad as some of them were. Sold. Oh, so we've got Monsters of Avalon. I'll leave that for another video. Oh god, this game's heavy. Oh, there's more on the bottom. And here's the actual game. Let's see what that thing that's in the bottom looks like. Another small envelope. Oh! I know what this is off the top of my head. Alright, so as much as it is an envelope, it was kind of pointless, but it was more of the coins. I believe the game comes with cardboard ones, and then I ordered the metal ones separately because these are kind of cool. I have one of these already because it was in the Nemesis mystery box, and if you look closely, they've got numbers around the side. And they're actually meant to be used as counter number trackers. It's just one side's the skull, one side's the grail. So, here's the game itself. And there is just a lot of stuff in here. I'm willing to guess that even with the Monsters of Avalon box, this isn't everything. Because Nemesis took a while for the second wave to get here. And there was a second wave. But I really don't remember. I'm still needing to deal with the pledge manager of Etherfield right now. And again, Great Wall comes out tomorrow, and got a lot of other games to keep track of. Oh boy, I've had a lot of stuff coming in the past 2 weeks. Alright, start here. This is a more story-driven game, so I'm not going to crack open the rulebook, but this looks like a basic tutorial / start to it. So a lot of this is secret information, not going to bother going through. So here's the actual rule book. Oh, wow, they made sure that the binding didn't get screwed up because that's a piece of cardboard wrapped around it. Yeah, gonna get this out of the plastic because why not while I'm already doing everything else. Okay, so for once, an actual useful application of tape. People who see me having to take tape off of trays know that I'm not the biggest fan of it. It's like, just be more careful in your packaging, factory. But, again, as I've said in the past, it's probably really only annoying for people like me who are doing unboxing videos, and then I just have to sit here and deal with the awkwardness of taking the tape off. Just like plastic. But this is basically the campaign book. This is the thing you refer to, blank on the back. But yeah, it's got a little bit of artwork in here, very similar to the Almanac, just like pencil sketchings kind of things. Then we've got some maps. They're all the same. I don't know if they're meant to be. Might be again, a story mechanic, hidden information within it. I've played a game where there was literally you got a letter and there was a and there was a hidden message in it. 5 specific letters. I'm not even going to read those. Just quick glance. You know, they look like they're handwritten and such. So a lot of really nifty components so far. A save sheet, a pad of them in fact, with statuses on the back. So nice summary stuff. Those, hey, let's make sure the game doesn't get wet and just from sitting around. Then we've got what looks like part of a player card. I think this is meant to swap in and out of the rest of the board, so this is the actual player card itself, but not a Naima, who I believe was the extra character. Could be wrong. So then we get into the next part, which, oh, not yet. They did what they did in Nemesis. There's a slot for the character boards on top of all the trays sunk in, except in this case it's not on punch board, it's actually there, all wrapped up. So it's the 4 characters and their actual character boards that they would slot into that I mentioned earlier. Although I won't be surprised. Oh, no, they're not stuck in here at all. So, see, they pop out. They are color-coded, but there's more than 4 overall. So, yes, I definitely don't have all the game. We've got Elia, Bjor, Maggot, and Ave? Arv? I can't tell if that's a I or an R. It's got a... So all these have a nice little divot in them, so you can pull them out like I did there real quick. It's an R. Name's more clear on the back. Setup and stuff like that's all on the back. These are all sunk in things. I'm glad I don't need to pop them out. So they'll hold cubes and other tracking stuff in them. We've got aggression, courage, practicality, empathy, caution,
spirituality, and then energy, health, and terror tracking up. Terror stopping a little earlier, and it says going insane. And those last two spots, and so I'm guessing you go up with insanity and down with the other two, because exhausted and dying are down there. Which makes sense. When you're out of energy, you're exhausted. When you're out of health, you're dead. Alright, so now on to the rest of this. Looks like it is just one tray, which makes sense. This wasn't a lot of miniatures. I think that they wanted to, after Nemesis, cut back on the necessary miniatures, and the whole other box was the other thing. So, starting off, we've got two dice that are both six-sided, but completely different. One is a standardized six-sided die with the same font all through it. And then another one is a directional die, actually, with north, east, south, and west on the four sides, a blank on another, and an X on another. Then we've got multiple bags of tokens, or cubes, really. I'm guessing these are for tracking the various stats I listed off earlier. Don't exactly like how these are stored, because they are in a thing that is as deep as this, and they're just in there. I'm hoping that that is meant to be a card slot or something. There might be an explanation in the rulebook. We'll see. They've got old school save icons in the bottom of 4 of these. So the floppy disks are in the bottom of these, for those that remember what a floppy disk is. Those back real quick. Again, I hope there's a better place to store those. Awaken Realms usually does a really nice job with their trays. And we've got the plastic versions of those coin things. They're literally the same, just plastic. And they might be skulls on... No, they are not skulls on both sides. And there was some empty plastic bags under there. Again, always appreciate those. Some more in the slot next to it with some more specific tokens. I will open these ones. Wait, this is a little annoying. Fred, this is just gonna pop and they go everywhere. Glad that didn't happen as I was saying. We've got one with a grail icon. It's slightly raised, so it looks like it's meant to go on top. This is shaped exactly the same, but it's got an hourglass, and that's all the silverish gray ones. The gold ones are the other one. And then I won't be surprised that this has something to do with health, because it looks like it has something to do with health. Come on. Nope, that doesn't work. It's got hearts on it, it's the point. And, well, Zelda's been an influencing thing for decades now. Instead of just big, small mushroom. Mario. And it's just this thing. There are 5 in total, so I don't know. Maybe they're for the monsters or something. Or they just gave you an extra one. And then we've got a lot of cards. Some standard, some small, some really big. This one I'm actually not going to go open up because if I'm correct, this is the map. The map is made up of... In fact, this is just a summary card, so you're not getting any of the details. But, although I could be wrong. Order of the day. But yeah, it's made up of cards this size, and you lay them out, so it's a semi-modular map. I don't know if that means you can rearrange, or if it's always the same, but you only put down what you've explored. Then we've got item cards, which, you know what, I'm not going to show those either, but they're small cards. Not FFG small, but their usual small. This one just blatantly says secret on the back, so no. But the same size as the item cards. Yeah, you know what, the more I think about this, the less I want to show off the... I don't want to spoil anything for people that, A, have their game still on the way, B, haven't been able to play it, or C, need to wait till it's in retail. If people would like to see these in detail, please ask. I will ask the company for permission to be able to show off their artwork, and I will then be more than willing to do board game overviews for this. But I don't like spoiling things in these videos, at least not story stuff, because this is just unboxing. Yeah, and then these are just kind of packaged awkwardly, and a lot of them reveal locations. This might actually be the location deck. I don't know. But what I will show off are the models. So we've got first the 5 player characters, which, oh god, that's super snug in there. I thought it snapped for a second. Awaken Realms usual, very nice detail. Thankfully not melty this time. In all fairness, they did warn us that the soldier got screwed up, and because it wasn't guaranteed, but some copies did. And I don't remember the names to any of these, but like Aetherfields, the game that was, I think, kickstarted by them after this, I bought almost entirely because of miniatures, because, oh my god, was that gorgeous. He's got a classic actual farming scythe, not a weapon scythe, which really isn't functionally a thing. Almost looks like he's got a rocket strapped to the end of the stick. Oy. Yeah, these miniatures are really tightly in here. They're mostly done around the base, but like I don't even know how that one's supposed to go back in there. Yeah, there we go. And then the last one, which was the extra character. So they look like they're asymmetrical, like a lot of characters are in, well, any game where the characters have their own boards. Then we've got the smaller of the monsters. This is probably 50% taller than the figures I was just showing off. And then we've got the really big monsters, which I think are more supposed to be like representing dread or something going around the board. They have a slot in their bottom, and they are almost twice as tall as the figure I just showed off. And there's 3 of them. They are all sculpted differently, but I believe function the same. Oh, this one actually has a hole right through it, although clearly intentionally, and there's even a little grail inside. I wonder if they each have a grail or something. The first one doesn't, but the second one does. Interesting. Not really happy that I can tell where this has all been put together, but I have some of the good green stuff now, so that should be easier to solve. But that's everything I'm willing to show off in this box. Again, if people would like to see more stuff in this, please ask for a detailed overview video, and if I can get permission, I will do so eventually. Still have to get back to the Dark Souls Wave 2 and 3, and back to working on Kingdom Death Monster. Regardless, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to press that like button. If you think somebody else will enjoy this, please share this video. Either way, you'll help this video get seen more. If you didn't like this video, go ahead and press that dislike button. I won't mind, but please leave a constructive comment as to why. Also, feel free to comment in general, such as if you'd like to see a detailed overview of this, painting videos, reviews, let's plays, how to plays, or if you'd like to see some stuff on Nemesis, Awaken Realms' other game that I have, or anything else along those lines. And if you'd like to see more like this, be it more unboxing videos, my board game overviews, my painting videos, anything else I might do on this channel, feel free to subscribe. Regardless, thank you for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.